Hi there, Aries. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So today we're going to be looking at your love messages. It's a general reading, so the rules may get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for the extended and personal reading with me. Okay, so this is going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your overall energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Okay, Pisces. You can be seeing the Pisces though. You're on fire. Aries is on fire this week. Nice. So in your overall energy, you have the World. In your overall challenges, you have the King of Swords. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But I feel that your overall energy for this week has a lot to do with, you know what, like, I'm going to get my stuff together right here, right now. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if there's like another haters or people's opinion. Like, I don't care about them. I'm going to be doing things the way that I think is the best way to be handled. You could also be, one of your biggest challenge has a lot to do with people trying to do some sort of mind games on you. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? Now, in the past, you have the Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. From this person's side, they have the Three of Cups and the Devil. This person loves your company. They really do love their company, but there's a lot of shadow side of theirs that needs to be worked on, because I do see you having a lot of emotions for this person, having a lot of love for this person, and you also did the best of your ability to be very generous in this relationship. But however, with the shadow side being there, or the devil being there, I just feel that for them, it may not be enough. And it's not because you're not giving enough. Sometimes, you know, one of the hardest things for a person to do is to love somebody who doesn't love themselves. Because the moment that there's somebody who is going to show up in their face and start pouring a lot of love for themselves, they're going to start resenting that person because they themselves believe that I'm not worthy of love. So I do see you giving a lot into the situation. However, with the devil right there, I don't know. Let's see. We're going to clarify. Now, in the present moment, you have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Like I said, you're all fired up this week to get things going, no matter what. Now, from this person's side, they have the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups. This person is feeling as if like this connection between you and them is a bit confusing, and they would want to emotionally distance themselves away from this connection. From your side, in the future, you have the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles. There's going to be a new offer on the table, a new experience as well, something very steady and grounded. We're going to clarify in a moment, and you are going to be trying to decide whether it's a good thing for you to move forward or not. From this person's side, they have the Seven of Wands and the High Priestess. There's something you're very defensive here. Let's see. Let's clarify your reading here, Aries. I want to clarify the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Eight of Cups clarified by the Princess of Chalices, Five of Wands, and also the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see from your side. With the Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles. There is a brand new revelation. There is a brand new information that you received. Brand new clarity about something that is either very deceptive or very gamey in general. And that made you hesitant about this whole situation. That's why I see you putting a lot more focus on yourself. There's something here that came to light. Now, from this person's side, they are going to either dismiss or fight off whatever it is that this revelation that you just discovered. Because to them, you are the perfect partner, right? I do feel that they want this. Let's see the Seven of Cups and the King of Wands. Okay, let's see the King of Wands from your side. Yeah, see, King of Wands clarified, but I knew from the beginning that this Queen of Wands, because sometimes when I get this type of combination, it's more about like you being very, very charged up about wanting to, you know, put in like a lot of actions and focus on this relationship. But I kind of knew this wasn't about them. It was more about yourself. Because in this present moment, King of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Moon. Even though there's this big revelations or clarity or whatever, right? That you, or just a realization that you just received recently, even though it put you in a place where you're like, okay, there's still something more here that I haven't discovered or something more that I haven't figured out. But rather than me going to that dark hole, I'd rather just be focusing on myself. And you will notice this, Aries, the more work that you put on yourself, the more opportunities is going to come to you. Like you are going to start receiving a lot of invitation, a lot of more opportunities, just opportunities in general, okay? Now, from this person's side, the Seven of Cups clarified by the Fool, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So they want to take a giant leap of faith about this, but they feel that I don't know if that's the best thing to do or not. So I'm going to play pretty in front of Aries. So I'm going to be very friendly in front of Aries because they do like your companion, you know. They have the Three Cups in the past. They have the Three of Cups in the present moment. They like your company. Let's clarify the future. Seven of Wands clarified by the, clarify the Hermit, the Death, Devil. Ooh, you're done. You're done. You're super done. In the future, the more time that you put focus on yourself, the more that you had time to think about this whole situations and think of what's best for you, the more that you're it's like the coffin and you put it down, you shut it down, and you put the nail right into that coffin and you're like, it saddens me to leave you behind and to not thinking about you anymore, but I have to do this for my own good. Now, the moment that you do that, Aries, the moment that this person feels very defensive, though. They feel very defensive. It's like whatever revelation that you find out or you figured in this present moment or recent past, they feel that you get the wrong idea of the whole situation. So in the future, I do see them wanting to fight for this relationship. This person is going to make it their life mission to get you, make it their life mission to try to charm you and offer you with shit tons of love. Okay, let's clarify the High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's see the Ace of Pentacles from your side. Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. This looks like somebody who likes to have proximity to you, but isn't very tactful or careful to hold your heart. Because you do have a lot of opinion about this person. And the moment that you do decide to communicate about either your opinion or whatever it is, they feel very good. You know, they feel very good. Like whatever it is that you throw at them, as long as you guys are communicating, as long as you guys are interacting with this person, they feel good about it. They see it as, oh, Aries still cares. Oh, Aries is still there. But the moment that you completely shut down yourself with the Four of Pentacles here is the moment where I do see this person is spiraling. What does this person want? I'm gonna see that in the extended, but like, I'm, if you are confused about them, me too. Gonna have to clarify a whole lot. Okay. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Aries. Death. Page of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. That's nice. So the advice here has a lot to do with you putting an end into a situation. And what I mean by ending, it doesn't mean breaking up, but it's more about if things are unhealthy, if things just makes you start feeling really, really shitty about yourself, snap out of it. You know what I mean? You got to feed your brain, your nervous system with the new thoughts, with the new experiences, with new things that is actually very good for yourself. Now, with the Page of Pentacles right here, it tells me that there's something here that has been forgotten. It's not a person. It's more about the act of love that you give to your younger self. There's something. And maybe you have given up on it, or maybe you've forgotten it because life makes you forget about it. What is it? Find it out. And I feel that you are going to find it out. I don't know. It could be about, well, you know what? 5 years ago, I had a dream of traveling the world, or I had a dream of, I don't know, getting a spa in Japan, or I wanted to have this job. I wanted to start a podcast, whatever that may be. There's something that you have been forgetting for quite some times. And I feel that this is the right time for you to start revisiting it, work on it, and manifest it to the universe. Okay? Because the door of opportunities is opening for you here. Okay? So I think that is it from reading for you here, Aries. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I'll see you guys on the extended. Bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.